Hello, Miss Elizabeth.
Hello.
And I want to congratulate you for The Crown season 5 and pretty much the whole series. But this season, true to what show creator Peter Morgan said, is a love letter to the Queen.
Yes, it is. I would agree with that.
Oh, and I love you as our Princess Diana. But first things first, what got you interested in stepping into the royal shoes of the Princess of Wales?
Well, it was a funny process because I auditioned for a very small role in season 2, and the casting directors and the producers, I think, saw that tape and they kind of put me on the shelf a little bit for Diana. That was quite a long time ago. And they sort of formally, I guess, officially asked me about 2 years ago now. So, and then I didn't really think about it very much. For me, it was just a no-brainer. I think this is such a beautiful show, so I wanted to be a part of it.
Well, playing Princess Diana, I could imagine, is both satisfying and super challenging. Am I
Mhm.
right on that?
Oh no, you're absolutely right. It kind of lives in that between those two places, and they're quite extreme places, I think. So, it's super challenging. It's a daunting prospect to begin with, and it takes time to feel confident enough to do it. But that was also kind of part of the joy of the challenge. I mean, I've definitely grown as an artist doing it as well, I have to say, because I think when you are challenged that to that degree, you kind of have to evolve creatively. So,
But how did you channel her? I mean, what kind of methods did you use, Miss Elizabeth?
um, well, I did a lot of research, and I have the script, which is incredibly detailed and complex. And I watched a lot of things. I read a lot of things. I learned how to do the dialect. I learned about the mannerisms. It's a big, long, multi-layered process. It's sort of like you have to just take a little bit of this, a little bit of that all the time,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
it's a
in
thing.
your research, though, what is the most fascinating discovery that you found about her?
Well, I think it's funny with Princess Diana because we feel like we know so much, and in a way, so much was documented during her lifetime. But I think for me, the thing that really surprised me, and it's sort of what season 5 is about, the is the effect the media were having on her life and how difficult that was to deal with, and how she navigated it and how she decided to sort of try and take control and the ramifications of that. And all of that was news to me. I didn't really know, like I personally didn't know about the collaboration with the Andrew Morton book until I researched about it and learned about it. So
You know, I love that one scene when there's a poll on TV and she kept on like, I'm like, wow. I mean, that kind of makes sense,
right.
right?
And I think in reality, she called a phenomenal amount of times.
Oh, wow.
I might be making that up, but I'm quite sure that it happened.
It's a good made up thing, either or. But
True.
Miss Elizabeth, The Crown season 5 is now streaming on Netflix. What do you hope for viewers to get after watching the series?
Well, I hope that they feel close to these characters. I mean, they've been watching them for several seasons now, and I hope that they sort of have an understanding of them. And I think it's a really interesting study of in a way of the media, right? Because it's that 90s period of time, and it's so much of it is about representation and journalism and how people trying to control the narratives of their life when they're public facing people and how difficult that is. And I think that rather than what in the past was just headlines or symbolism, in a way we can maybe understand what these people might have been going through a little bit more, and definitely I think we can have more empathy for them.
Oh, I totally agree. A big congrats on The Crown season 5. Again, I cried a little bit with this season, but I'm sure I'm gonna cry more in season 6. So I cannot wait. So long live The Crown, Miss Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.